figuring out why the drop rate is. So if you go to Manx Labour Party website, Facebook site, I can't go on because I've not brought the other camera, so my phone's actually being used as a camera.
So I just need to check this out for a sec.
Well, I think we're live. We've got it to 3G. Is this espionage?
No, well, let's find out, you know.
Okay, so we should be broadcasting on the Labour Party YouTube channel. Douglas Councillor, member of the Manx Labour Party, and long-time associate and friend. So, welcome to the bus.
Nice to be here finally. It's a bit cold and rainy, but otherwise good and glad to be here.
And we're at the world-famous Roundel, Douglas Promenade.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the progress?
Yeah.
Are you happy with the progress as a Douglas councillor?
Well, Douglas Council doesn't really have much oversight over cost enough, but it has opened up a lot more pedestrian space. And yeah, here's hoping that there are fewer sort of construction issues in future. Really unfortunate that marine gardens have been recently destroyed, so waiting to get some funding to get those repaired. And storms are only going to get worse over time, so we need to start planning to build a seawall, and it's unfortunate that not more forethought and planning has gotten into sort of ensuring that this has been...
Payers' blood is going to be running cold at the thought of extra expense on what is an island asset, not a Douglas.
Between both local authorities and national government is still something that needs to be done.
So tell me, front of the newspaper, I think we had a lot of chat about rates and the hike. You must have been getting some heat about that.
Yeah, I mean, the job of the council is to break bad news absolutely every year because bread, milk, cigarettes, tobacco, alcohol, they're not insulated from those effects. They're not insulated from those effects. They're not insulated from those effects at the moment. At the end of the year, it could be higher, 7–10%. And local authorities also do need to up the cost of the prices of their services in order to continue providing the same level of service.
Well, I'm not going to badger you about the bins. I don't see that as a big issue, you know, being careful about your waste and fortnightly collections and what have you.
It's probably worth discussing because, I mean, I think a lot of people, cost of services are going up and the number of services are going down. But it's really important to get something that's not been great. And secondly, there is the additional concern that it's not a money-saving exercise. It does have economic benefits and it does have primarily environmental benefits. We spend about £900,000 every year sending waste to the energy from waste plant in gate fees. And our recycling services make about £50,000 in profit every year for the ratepayers. That offsets the cost of those gate fees. But currently, of that £900,000 that we spend burning material, 40% of that, we plant more trees to make more paper, we dig more iron and tin out the ground in order to make more metal, we turn more, which is both better economically and environmentally. Only 1 in 6 authorities in the UK still operate. Weekly bin collection is behind England, Wales and Scotland on this, and it is time we modernise. Recycling rates on the Isle of Man are some of the lowest in the developed world. Convenience of throwing away valuable material.
We're rubbish at dealing with rubbish. That's it in a nutshell.
No, we are, and I think it's because we have this sort of late 20th century idea as to how we should dispose of waste. The idea that there are infinite amounts of resources, that you can sort of create infinite amounts of plastic or waste, and that it'll just go somewhere else, right? Use storage is essential. Someone does. We need to start sort of considering how we do this. I mean, the cost of things are only going to go up over time. A few years ago, the cost of burning stuff was £87 per tonne. Within 2–3 years, it's risen to £97. Within 3 or 4 years from now, it could be in the hundreds of pounds. So we need to consider this. We are the first.
You go into people's houses. I don't think people are prepared for recycling. I just don't think it's on their thoughts.
No, people currently, it's inconvenient. It's difficult. You have to sort through your waste. It's not something that people enjoy doing. And currently, the council, I think, needs to send out more bins to people, and it needs to sort of get these changes in forward. They need to sort of empower people and show them, and there does need to be education. But this is being rolled out in September. There are 9 months for people to learn and sort of get the kinks in the system worked out. I'm really concerned about what do I do if I've got a large family. Large families will get larger bins to help them prepare and adapt to this change. If you've got a family with nappies that has a small child that produces a lot of nappies, you get a larger bin to deal with this change. So this is something that has been rolled out in the vast majority of England, Scotland and Wales, and took some teething problems, and it was fine. I don't think the residents of Douglas are more dirty or produce more waste or are less capable than people in Liverpool or in Edinburgh or in London or even in rural parts of England. I think we are capable, and we can, and we are just going to have to sort of adapt to this change.
But I could say that there are authorities, say, in the rural areas, I think Rushen, I think they have a fortnightly bin collection.
Yeah.
And to this day, I've not heard about any discord about that. So maybe the Douglas ratepayers are going to be strong enough to get on with it and make it work.
I agree. I mean, we pay higher rates in Douglas, and I think at a greater degree of convenience in exchange for the higher rates. These savings are invested well into the town, right? Like, I mean, this is our job, better service. And that is the job of councillors, and it's the job of civil servants, and it's something that we are going to have to prove to people.
Well, what we're going to do, we're just going to take a break for a moment. Just need to check the technical stuff because we dropped down to 3G and it might affect our broadcasting performance. So we're just going to pause things for a while. I'll just check our bits and bobs. It could be that we have to move to another location. How exciting
that would
is
be
that?
exciting, yeah. Let's somewhere else on the Roundel. Yeah.
So just bear with us. Thanks for your patience.